playing the Eagles, who's 8-4. I think, what am I? 10-2.
Two teams trying to stake their claim
This is
to
my league,
season football.
best
Week
league
14
out
in
here.
the NFL
King
is
Ford.
underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 56.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The throw by Wentz, caught by Jackson. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, we got 3 down. Check 13.
To throw is Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second rounder from Penn State.
Nice cutback.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't...
Thank you.
And it's
Throw a pick in the red zone.
Snags it for the pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Worst you can do, bro.
They told
Trust
us
me, I know the
repeatedly
feeling. I do
earlier
it all
in the
the
week in
time.
our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Throw the ball, bro. 1st down. It's a 1st down. It was a sack. That's crazy.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. That's caught by Penny. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Mosey up down the road. Definitely going down that
And the
field.
big guy
Man,
catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Oh, my God. Good pressure.
And he's taken down. Fletcher Cox. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Saquon Barkley. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Look at me. Go. Ready.
Jones.
Holy shit!
Throw on third down.
Whole team.
Rush, and down he goes.
That nigga blitzed everybody.
Strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points.
Come on,
so
get
go
him.
back on the attack.
Come on.
Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
They got some good ass
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You got tape. Lefty, lefty. Watch the eye. Man find seven. Here, 50 seconds.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Bad part about this
Everson
man,
Griffin
that release,
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Slow, bro.
Okay, you know my bias is about to
Look
come
at that
out
shit.
here.
That
A lot of
release
people
is
think that the
terrible.
offense is just moving in the wrong direction.
That's the only bad part
I'd
about
say
this
they're
man. That
moving in the
release.
right direction because
It
the
takes
defense is
forever to
pushing them
go on
back.
this
Former
man.
defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
The amount of
That's why I
sacks
got
that they've
17
absorbed in this
sacks.
game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Jackson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, kill. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. I'm coming.
Shotgun now for Wentz. There's the first NFL catch for J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
The Giants get their first down at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2nd and 5 now. Jones, they'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Touchdown, Giants!
More control of
Evan
safeties,
Ingram
huh?
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage?
Come on, I can't never get the right guy.
Another chance to do it right.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the
Can't never
30
get
to
the
the
right guy
32.
when he goes
It's a
inside.
7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Slam. Lace 5-2. Lace 5-2. Check. He's crashing. He's checking.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. 280.
I smell fear in that offense.
56. Hey, kill it. Hey, 4-2, kill it.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, so you can sack me, but I can't sack you. Oh. The sacker don't like to
in
be
there
sacked.
to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now I'm doing a
Cameron
glitch
Johnson now.
defense.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter.
Nigga just sacked the shit out of me with Fletcher Cox like 4 times in this whole game. And now I'm sacking
coming
him.
up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 40 now on second down. Jones, and this is incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. Third down here.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Jones. He finds Coleman. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
On the double. 53, Mike. We go. Tighten up. 80 weapon. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw.
They got to learn how to catch these balls. That's what they got to do.
He was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Check. 53's Mike. Check.
Throwing again. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New York.
2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers. Ready.
Here's Jones on first down. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Like doing man coverage.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's a lot of people's problem. They love doing man coverage. I don't care what my opponents do. I just play the game.
53.
I technically only
Inside
got
the red zone.
nice
To
blitz.
throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big
fucking
sack,
trades
it could push
and
you
don't
out
even
of
stand in
range,
the league,
and that's why
man.
defenses
I
get a
gotta
little
check
more
that.
aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Terrible throw!
Meanwhile, here's a
Go for the
second
kick,
down
man.
throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Make it a 2-possession game. That was a terrible throw. He threw it way behind him.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. And this one a 41-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
What team is he on? What team is Everson Griffin on right now?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Bravo. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. They can't listen. Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we go. Ram. Tight up. Check 3. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, New York.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Jones on first and 10. And that is intercepted.
How do you get Darius Slay? Bro, what's up with all these niggas he got on his team, bro?
At their own 43-yard line.
This must be
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
And you losing?
Because for the most
crazy.
part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to sling this. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year.
This nigga got.
As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good with a PAT.
See, I ain't pay attention, but
10-7.
This nigga got Darius Slayton. I mean, yeah, it's a big play slag. I got Darius Slayton. And they got big play slag. Everson Griffin. That's crazy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
You got Fletcher Cox, Everson Griffin.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Barkley unable to get away on the first down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
61, match clock, light. Hey, team 6, team 6. Look at me, 6.
On second and 12, Jones.
Keep dropping everything, man. It's right there in your hands, bro. Right there in your hands. What is going on?
We've seen good cover skills on display
He's
throughout
dropping
this game,
every ball.
really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You draw Porter. Hey, I-7. Go.
Another man coverage.
Looking to throw. Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. play action. Wentz trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
I don't know.
Credit the secondary.
What
Credit
route
the
that
defensive
is?
game
See how he
plan.
just kept
They've been
shifting
in his
to the
hip
right
pocket
side? That's a
all
nice
game
route.
long. They
That is a
understood
nice
coming
route.
in that he was a big-time receiver.
Hey, Delta. 56. Okay, son. 56. Ricky. 56
Pretty
is
Ricky,
Mike.
pretty Ricky.
56 is the Mike. Strip the ball. Great 15. Great 15.
Wentz will try again on second down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. The running backs in this game for both teams, very good friends. Of course, college teammates Saquon Barkley and Miles Sanders. Sanders had to sit behind Barkley and wait for his opportunity in 2018. He took advantage of it, parlayed it into a second-round pick, and now these guys get to go against each other 2 times every year in the NFC East.
That's crazy. Man teaches you something all the time.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
50 play. He was brought down by 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
I got him stuck in the defense.
X3, 218, chopper. Check 53, Mark. I'm scared. Ready?
Back to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Jones now throwing on first down, and he finds Penny. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the run, it's Barkley. And an alley to run. The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 41 yards.
I think it got
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
He loves that play.
To change
That's his one.
He's got a man.
That's his number 1 play. That's okay. I got you. You love that play. I got you.
Big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
Every time.
Just an extra
That's the
point
same
away
play.
from making this a 3-point game.
I like that. I see that. That's
Elliott
nice.
good on the extra point, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14.
That's nice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
I gotta pay attention.
This will be
to that
taken
play.
in at the 1.
Let's go to.
And
Ain't
he'll
got no
take this
plays.
across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Shut that shit down. That's where both his touchdowns came from, that one play. You shut that shit down. You know, just pay attention to when he's doing it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that.
That nigga got right past him.
And he's taken down.
Fletcher Cox.
Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Send it and grab him. Number 50. He ain't even do nothing. He ain't touch nobody.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Switch. Whip.
I'm gonna have to get out of this somewhere later.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Second and 13. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
132 fighters.
Brings up second and 12.
On second and 12, Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
I haven't done these
It's
in
been
a
a very
while.
highly
That's
contested
why
game
they
to this
just
point,
fold
just a field goal
twice. That
separating
run
these
play
two
is
teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
a little fugazi, so sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. But that screen, I haven't done that in a while, so.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, wahoo! Now!
Trying to do nothing crazy. Okay.
Hard, be careful.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie
Man, what's
year.
up with this
That's the
Rockmore
NFL.
dude? He is breaking everybody.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Right now.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him,
He must have
they're
got a
not winning
lot of
this game.
speed or something. I gotta check him
Now
out.
after the touchdown, here's
Bravo.
Elliott on
Check
to kick
him
it
out.
away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no,
Don't
you
stutter,
throw that
just
out the
keep
window?
running.
I think you are. I don't think
the
that there's
bad
any way
part,
you can
like,
run back
he
out there.
stunned
But
right there.
totally
Boom,
didn't
stop.
affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the
bro, that
football
shouldn't
again.
go.
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be
Look at that
careful
stutter.
not
That
being
stutter
too
fucked him up.
cautious because now you can't run any
Wants to
offense at
make him
all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey, you.
Check that shit out.
Yeah.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. Completes it to Coleman. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Exit. Switch. Rock it. Ready?
Here's Jones, operating from the gun.
That's fag, dude.
Room here to run. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
I got to check this guy's team out. He got to live. He got all these people.
What word are they using?
I'm trying to figure out how he get all these
That
people.
means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
That was a bad read.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
A first down carry for Barkley. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
Check 53 is mine. I'm here all day. Get it.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow.
He able to,
nice
like,
that was kind of savage.
do man coverage and press like that. Because he has elite corners and my receivers ain't all
The
that.
Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
I don't really care what he's doing, though.
Hey, stand up.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down.
Come on!
Incomplete.
This is what I mean about
Giants go on
sucking
4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
81. Mike 56. Mike 56. You got nothing. Right flag. You got nothing. Jim.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up.
These guys,
so how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he fires one incomplete.
That one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's put that team on the... Hey, Charlie! Fresno!
To throw again. Jones. He completes it to Tate. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Golden Tate. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Is the player
Eagles
like,
in
come
good
on.
position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
There goes a deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down. Barkley had his biggest game yardage-wise against these Eagles last year pretty early on in the season. 130 on the ground, 99 more through the air on 9 catches. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
I done blocked, what was it, 7 guys.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Back to throw. It's caught by Coleman. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
That's how you beat
Those are the
coverage.
types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Love doing man coverage.
They're going to run it with Barkley, and he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Wentz now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside. And he'll take it into the end zone.
The fuck that nigga ain't run? He just sat there.
A big play there. With time running.
This nigga, he just sat there, bro. I don't know what happened right there. I don't know. My fucking corner just sat there, bro. Oh, my God.
Extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
That's crazy. This nigga just
now,
sat
after the
there.
touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Bro.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Good fucking game. That's crazy. This nigga just sat there, bro. Wow. Why did you just sit there like that, though? Like, I don't get that one. He just sat there. Oh, man, he just fucked up my whole
The Giants
shit.
offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Hey, lock it.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. Well, going into the final play of this.